Sorry, it started too early. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I just want to make sure the YouTube is, because it's the final thing is loading, so I just want to make sure it's fully through.
I think I have some shadows.
The internet shows that the words need to be problems.
Alright, you're good.
It's there? You're seeing it?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Nice stream around.
Okay.
Ain't that?
Yep.
Me a Carolyn Cooper.
And me a Donikue.
And this a big things are Gwaan.
And this a big things are Gwaan.
Big things, man. Welcome to everybody to the program. We're glad for having you. And we have people on Zoom and on YouTube. And we want to know, so we're glad for having you. We're glad for having them, Donikue.
Glad. We're glad bag boss.
You know, a long time now, we don't have no big things that go on, you know. The program did start up one time and then it just dropped away because, you know, we did the power radio more than we will come to News Talk 93 FM, we did depend that. And then after a time, we lose a little slap on the radio and then we did try to do something else on YouTube, but no, we will and we come again and we are come out big and broad, not true?
Come right out, chang.
And what we're going to talk about today? Tell the people then what we're going to talk about today.
We're going to talk about COVID-19. What really a one? What is? What is? Just compound with stuff.
Let me tell you, say, in a 2019, me walk street. At 8 times, I go a foreign figure lecture. And the last trip me did make in November, go Guadeloupe. And let me tell you, me leave Jamaica, me go Turks and Caicos, me go to Santo Domingo, me go to St. Martin, and then me reach Guadeloupe. And me tell you, I could have reach Europe in the time where it take me to go. And when we have come back at the same thing, and I said to myself, me now go nowhere in a 2020. Me put both my for myself because I never go nowhere in a 2020 sake of COVID. What a thing.
Yes. But Carolyn, take plane like taxi, man. Not wrong, a little rest good. You're ready when COVID done now.
The rest, we did need the rest. You know, but boy, me tell you, so much sufferation about the world with this COVID-19 something. Yeah. So we are wanting this program now to encourage people to not give up, to just do what they have to do, to stay strong and make we just go through. Because, you know, Jamaica people, we go through enough hardship, you know. We whole time people them suffer in a slavery and then go through and then give it what they can give it them hand down. We proverb and we say, we know say time longer than rope, you know.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we know how to hold it.
It's long, but it's not going to be forever. So we just have to keep up with spirit. So tell them about the different people where we're going on the program, no man.
Well, we're going to talk to enough good up guests. First guest, look here now. And the next thing is this technology along with the COVID. Look here. Look. Me have the something seat there, the thing did there, all of a sudden the thing gone. Anyway, so
it come back.
It come back.
All right.
So we're gonna chat to Dr. Princeton Brown.
Yes.
We're gonna chat to Dr. Peter Weller.
Yeah.
And wait, who are the other smarty, Carolyn?
Yeah, we're gonna talk to Dr. Alexis. Dr. Alexis. Yes. All right. So, and we're gonna have music where the artists always sing about everything we are going. So we have sang about corona and all kind of diseases. So yeah. We're a nice man. So we want to stay with me and enjoy upon yourself. So now, let me tell you, the thing about it, you see, is that, I don't know, sometimes you just have to build up your strength, build up your courage, because, you know, you can't just give in. Look how long some of the only place you go supermarket, you go pharmacy, no little social life. Well, you know, them have some out of order unruly people where they keep a party go right through. Them never make no COVID restrictions stop them. Them just go through the same way. And you know,
I don't know them do it. But Carolyn, remember when COVID just come out, I did the biggest joke for me. And them say we are gonna have lockdown. Poor we never hear nothing about lockdown. Most people never hear nothing about no lockdown and curfew yet. And then say them a go supermarket. I pay toilet paper, them a take up. Then me did a wonder say, but what is this COVID here? It look like it come with diarrhea because food up on shelf and toilet paper gone. You remember?
Yeah, but me have a good joke for you. You know, say toilet paper run short in America right now. Them are Russian toilet paper America. Because, you can't just go in there go pick up. So my sister Dana, she live in America, so she had tell me that we're going right back a toilet paper shortage. So we don't know what, as you say, I must say running belly. The people them have to make them run down toilet paper, so. But, you know, and them did run down our sanitary pad, you know, all tampon. And, you know, certain people, if you don't have the money, you can't stack up. Or when the rich people can't stack up. So them did have a time when women couldn't even get sanitary pad, then couldn't get tampon because everything sell out. You know? So, and my friend Annie Kitchen, she talking about making a good point, saying you just have interruption. I should put it, interruption in the supply chain. You can't get the things in one back of one. Look what going in England now with the petrol, as they call it. People then can't get gas. But that are one next. That are not just COVID though. That are the full people then will decide to go leave the European Union and say them. You see what the people in England, them things that them are empire still, you know. Them don't know say them are one little island. And then things that they can't make it on them own. Now them are beg the people them in Europe to come back to drive lorry for them. And people never them yard for.
Carolyn, that is true, but you don't know anywhere else. You know, no other little island where feel like them did in all right by themselves and I struggle too. So I have nothing to say because everybody want to feel independent. So
I'm proud and for themselves. But COVID really mash up everything. Everything where you did things say you need to make life sweet, everything gone. You know, me the last year, young girl like me did turn 70. How me did plan for a bashment party? Well, me just look up my party. Me say 2022, me I go have my 70th birthday party. The way I look now, me say if life spare, me will have one 75th birthday party. We know the COVID now done for now. But look here, we now have one lovely song now for the people them here. Diseases.
Tune. Who sing the one that Carolyn?
General Smiley. Producer, you ready for bringing the big tune for me?
Yeah.
I want to chat a little more. You ready for me?
Yeah.
All right. Lick it, man.
I'll give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Because you should be the teacher for things unto a man. Because all these things are foundation to love God. Because every day the girls dress up in the trousers. I see what happened to your skirts and blouses. Why can't I man see you in your dresses? All these things are to judge and not pleases. And every day them are worshiping vanity. If your greatest lust is jewelry, mind jolly cure with is easy. Yeah, mind jolly cure with is easy. Oh, yeah. The most dangerous is easy. I said the most dangerous is easy. I talk you like the elephantitis. The other one that is the polaritis. Arthritis and the one diabetes. You see, that's every day that I turn the Bible pages. Proverbs 4 to Genesis, from Revelation to Ecclesiastes. But let me tell us every wisdom increases, and the loss of the world it decreases. While every day man I build explosives, they corrupt the world it exposes. Mind jolly killing is easy. Mind jolly killing is easy. I said the most dangerous disease. I said the most dangerous disease. Attacking like the elephantitis. The other one is the polymyelitis. Arthritis and the one diabetes. You see, while the stars that shines on the galaxy, and it shines on human faces. In the dry of the Israelite voices, no one step by the man Moses. Jah we need the right vices. Hey, help us out of the crisis. Jah we need the right vices. Help us out of the crisis. You see, every day the girls dress up in a trousers. I say, what happened to your skirts and blouses? Why can't I man see you in your dresses? All these things and to judge and pleases. And every day them are worship vanities. And your greatest lust is jewelry. Jah you believe them with disease.
Yeah.
It is easy. I said the most dangerous disease. I'm talking about the dangerous disease. I'm talking like the elephantitis. The other one is the polymyelitis. Arthritis and the one diabetes. You see, every day that I turn the Bible pages.
All right, we can cut now. You know, since 1981 that the song come out. 40 years. 40 years, you know. But you know what I think I like about the song, Danny? They might make it sound like a woman and cause them diseases. You understand? The woman them are dressed up in her pants. So Jah I go lick them with diseases. You know, my friend Mel Cook, he is a PhD candidate at the University of the West Indies in our cultural studies. He write a very good article about the song. We come out in 2011. And him say that, you know, Michigan and Smiley say, them never really attack woman. But according to, hear what him say, hear what Papa Michigan say. Some youth carry me go club. All sort of things me say happen. Me say, well, Michigan, I know your style this. Them nobody carry me back. So I the go girl them him a blame for the song. But yeah, it was a big tune, man. Diseases, Jack lick them with diseases. But they also in the same song they might talk about how, you know, Jah we protect we. What do you think about the song though, Danik? What happened to Danik, Mike? She dey on mute. No, man. Mr. Producer, open up the mic, man. Danik, now say nothing.
Me there a whole long sorry about that.
Yeah, man.
So, well, one thing me did want to say, oh Lord, what you know? You know, say it slip me.
It's all right, man. You're young. You're young. That's not supposed to happen to you. They're supposed to leave it to old people like me. But it's always good when me the young people them have the same kind of problem when me have. So it make me feel a little better. It will come back, man. It will come back. So
all right.
You see, diseases now, plenty times, you know, enough times we are talk about disease and we make it sound like a, you know, a people buy and trouble upon themselves. But sometimes I not trouble you by yourself, you know, I just life. I just
Thank you.
how it go.
Thank you very much. And no for we have this attitude, but we
No.
always feel so. Whether it's disease to neither smarty or sometime when disaster happen at other place, you hear them and say, oh, because they do that and that. No go so lift up your hand and thank God say you're all right. None of we know better than the people them were sick or the people them were go through certain things. We don't know where we get that thinking there, but we need to let go that thinking there. And you're right, Carolyn, this woman thing, even Corona itself sound kind of feminine, think so?
But you did right one tune when did make Corona was a woman. I think so,
Yes. I don't know if I hear one song like that.
I don't know. I don't want to give Bujo bad name. Bujo, I'm a direct son.
Exactly.
Bujo, I'm a son. So I don't want to tell lie on him. But let me just say, one of them did write one song about Corona, make it sound like a woman. So,
but one thing me learn, you see when you're strong, and powerful, people always are going to fight you, So that's why they ever fight women, because they know say we run things. That's what true.
Look, even God didn't know say make mistake when they make man. You understand? After God make man and him check up the situation, him say, boy, man can't live by himself. We have to go make one woman for help him. You know, say woman can't live by themselves, but man can't live by themselves.
Me think so, Me see that straight.
God himself make mistake and say, boy, this man thing. Me want wait
man can't manage by himself.
Wait for what Dr. Weller go tell me because I'm a big psychiatrist, not psychiatrist, psychotherapist, psychologist. So when do I go have something to say about when I talk about how God made mistake for make man and realize, and then God find and say, boy, this thing can't work, so I have to make woman. So look here, when are the first time you did hear about Corona, the COVID-19?
So me will never forget. Remember me and there work one day and one earthquake shake. Me say, Carolyn, my mouth nearly come out of my throat. When the earthquake shake, the earthquake did long. I think I did one January. Mm-hmm. And same time at the news with the stand up and watch. Wow. And them a talk about it in China. Yeah. And then they say the first case they are Jamaica. And me say, what? Because the news did say, oh, people this are dropped down dead so at China. Mm. And then the first case they are Jamaica, the same day the earthquake shake. So me can't forget it. Yeah. And me say, me don't know, me start to panic.
But me think the virus did come here before them tell me officially now. Because one of my doctor friend tell me, say she did treat a young woman, must be like in the December, January. A young girl, and by the time she go back to America, the young picnic dead. So it looked like the virus did die before we did know say it die. And if then now, go on through.
No, I mean I say if you're not test for it, you're not going to know say nobody have it. So
and then one of the things where upset me, vex me. You see all the press conference them where Ministry of Health and Wellness are keep for tell people what Gwaan. You see the big word them where they use. Me not understand. Then me tell you say, me write one column Sunday Gleaner Gwaan where we call it, so we need to speak from our heart and our head about the virus. And we talk about Jamaica language unit and how it's set up and how we are trying to make, everybody can understand where we're going. You must see how the people then cost me. Me tell you, say, people then tell me, say, may I talk down to the people them and may I lower rate Jamaica people? Well, one or two people agree with me. So, me know say,
Carolyn, I saw you go a long time sitting and not just Jamaica one. Anywhere at all where you have one language where people look down upon their own language, I saw it always go. So we value it and see the beauty and say it's just a language, it's a means of communication. And as a matter of fact, you communicate better in it. So what the problem?
Your heart language, and that way you understand. You understand?
Yes. So, one of my schoolmates give me a piece of trace. Because me I tell him about the show today. If the thing get tracing, I get a piece of trace long from here, so go down so. And then me said to him, say, but you, sir, you see man, it was a male. You see man, I understand, as my granny would have said, the iflonating language them, where them I use. You don't understand them. So you want just sit down, so like you sit down, somebody they chat to you, you don't understand, you sit down, they grin. To me, that's a foolishness.
Here where one name Yardman right say. And I look like Glenn, I say edited. That means that it must need to wash around. Edit it. Here I'm saying, this is such a stupid, ridiculous article that it does not warrant a response. Except, let me say this, every single Jamaican understands English perfectly well.
Oh dear.
And even if words like symptomatic are thrown in, they understand. My mom was an English teacher who pretty much spoke standard English to everyone, market people, hustlers, school dropouts, farmers. In all her years, I am yet to meet a single person, illiterate or not, who did not understand what she said. Politicians try to speak patois at rallies because rallies are a clown show for laughs, entertainment, and vote buying. Don't compare the two. So one of the part where we're making a article, me say, you know, if the only way tough that I got talking a few language if election time and them look vote, but you can't talk like that at press conference because press conference at Tapanara is something. So this is why I say I can't compare press conference with vote election time. But if you want the people them to understand, you're talking a language with people them understand. Let me tell you, me know plenty people don't know what synchronic with me. So in can go and chat about how mama did walk the street and talk to everybody. Him don't know if the people them really them know what she said for true. Because some Jamaica people are Nancy, you know. And them just say yes man. Because them know why you know, so them not understand.
Exactly. I'm very proud.
I have to rate up one woman when we did here on the Breakfast Club. One long time when Breakfast Club did the on radio, Beverly Mandy, she was one of the hosts and so. And one woman, there was an interview, one woman, and they were chatting at them tush language. And you know, I just stopped them and said, you know, she said, chat make me understand. And she never shame now, you know, she don't feel something wrong with her. She said,
but what did they say shame about?
They must chat, make she understand, because then she knows that them can talk different.
Of course. But you know what I think, Carolyn? That's smart they were right that response. I wonder if you can read the patois. You can read the Jamaican? That is another thing, you know.
The column wasn't in a Jamaican. The column was in a English.
Oh, English. Oh,
in the Jamaican column, but part of what I did write about the program we're going to have today, and I tell them how the Jamaican language unit, how it did start up through Trevor Monroe. I have to pick up Trevor Monroe, you know. And him say access in the human rights, something where them I do. You know, the Charter of Rights, the Constitutional Amendment Bill. It means that freedom from discrimination. Them not supposed to discriminate against you because of language.
That's
you know?
right.
And when you read the Charter, you know what the Charter say? It say if you get arrested, here what it say now. The 2011 Charter of Rights and Freedom, it say, any person who is arrested or detained shall have the right at the time of his arrest or detention, or as soon as is reasonable practicable, to be informed in a language which he understands of the reasons for his arrest or detention. Where he is charged with an offense, to be informed forthwith in a language which he understands of the nature of the charge. So the question me asking in the column is, but what about citizens who are not arrested or detained? Is our language not to be taken seriously by the Jamaican state? So I saw Dr. Trevor Monroe, Professor Trevor Monroe, him said, put on him foot and him invite Professor Devonish to come to the committee and talk about the importance of the issue. Professor Devonish and Celia Blake, two of them are linguists, Celia, lawyer, Panta. And them go, and I saw the committee say, we will set up Jamaica language unit.
And you know what? Enough people not even know say we have a Jamaica language unit. Enough people don't know say one official way did it for write the Jamaica. Enough people don't know. And it's so foolful because you will listen to one doctor. Doctor study body and so and tell about body, and you go to your doctor about your body, right? Dentist tell about your teeth. The Jamaican language unit have linguists. Them a study language. Them a language expert. And you, I want like say, you study language. You know what them a say more than them.
No, them not have no regard for linguists. Me tell people all the time, if you was a linguist, me have to maybe go kill myself. Or commit professional suicide. We have to go leave that a field. Because everybody is an expert per language. Through them chat, them is an expert. So they don't have no respect for linguists. As me is not a linguist, me just a fashion of the linguist people, them business.
But they need to think deeper in it, because if you never have linguists, all what we know in every field come from different language. Things that them know who a doctor. If linguists never did, if you translate from this year to that day, all them would know.
That's true.
Them need to open them brain and start to think wider now, man.
Yeah, man. Then you see, so after the virus come, you know, then you have the curfew, you have the lockdown. But one of the problem them are needed of is that they are bringing the tourists from we. Because you remember there was that one time them just say the people them in that tourism get jumpy because they don't want them now make the money, and them start to say them feel walking.
But you know what, Carolyn, that a one long piece of tour, you know. I remember say we have the interview them for do. So one thing now, I want to remind everybody say once a month we are gonna depend this, we are gonna chat about the patois, all where you know you are gonna know and you are gonna happy, trust me. So once a month, the next
program will come at end of this month, you know, because we should have did start last month. So end of this month. So look here now. Tell the people then about Dr. Princeton Brown, we're gonna come on now.
So who we gonna talk to first? Dr. Brown?
Yes, yeah. Before we talk to Dr. Brown though, you know one thing where it vex me. Oh, then keep election in the middle of the crosses where they pan with. And
Carolyn, we have to talk about that, Carolyn. We have to talk about that, because that's a whole heap of something dear to my heart. So them are gonna play one song, you know, and then we're gonna talk to Dr. Princeton Brown. Even one doctor will catch corona and get better, and who work hospital. So them are play one tune for you, know that tune is bad. I love that tune, and then we're gonna get to Dr. Brown, and then we're gonna chat some more about the COVID, Carolyn.
Yeah.
I hear it good at me.
No, me not hear it good either.
So not the true selector.
I will tune this. Oh, it sounds so fenke.
It look like we're not bad, you know. We're not bad, so look like we have to go just straight to Dr. Brown.
Yes. No.
All right. So Dr. Brown. Carolyn, you want to talk to Dr. Brown?
You there, Dr. Brown?
I'm there.
Yeah, man. You're glad to have you on the program, man.
Much respect, Mommy Carolyn. I just say, before I start, much respect to you. A long time I respect you as a strong woman, as an example. You know, somebody would afraid to talk what they believe and represent, you know, so just
big respect. I say, me have Donikue Campbell, she, you know, she says she outspoken to she talk out, you know, she now talk in the water in a fair mouth. So now have enough young people that come up back on me. Yeah. Big up. Yes.
Welcome, Dr. Brown. Welcome to Big Things Are Gwaan.
Yes, man.
I'm glad for there. I'm glad for there.
Listen, we didn't read about you, how you did do good in our school. And when the time for the NCB scholarship come, them couldn't choose between you and the female, and them just give it 200 scholarship to go through. Why am I proud of you?
Much respect.
Love yourself.
All right, so tell me about your experience now, Dr. Brown.
Right, that is a story and a half, you know, I tell you. So, first thing, me always say me is a strong youth. A Portland come maroon in my blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So 3 maroon there, so.
I tell them I take over. So me always say, really think say the corona thing is a flu, is a virus, right? And enough virus go on before the corona thing, right? True.
Yeah.
So based on the science and based on the knowledge and the education, when me go get to a college and me say, it's just a virus. So me never really do the extra this so everybody la put on from the start. Right? True.
Oh, so you buy in trouble for yourself like how Papa Michigan and Smiley say, but it's not girl clothes getting diseases, it's idleness.
The thing is doing as a doctor, certain thing you have to do on a regular day.
Yeah.
Washing certain things and cleanliness and them things they have to do on a regular day. And most of the things them tell you to do on corona, in truth and in fact, everyday regular thing you really do.
Yeah, doctor. Serious thing.
Exactly. So
wash hand and all them things.
Exactly. True. You go about to me wash hand before you touch a patient, you wash hand. You wear your gloves. All of them things is a regular thing you do before.
Yeah.
So at the start, me just start doing my regular doctor things still. And I watch Gwaan. And then I'm good for 1 year. When I say 1 year straight, I'm good. No problem. Everything work. Take my vitamins, I do my little exercise them. Everything good. And them come out with the vaccine thing now. So I say, I have to lead by the example thing. Me not the profession. So I'm gonna take the vaccine, and then about 2 weeks later now, everything just start get wrong. Start feel weak.
So you think the vaccine caused that?
No, honestly, I don't think I have vaccine, I just think say really it catch me at that time because in fact, I still did go gym and thing. And in the gym, I whole heap of sweat and thing, and whole heap of
you wicked to yourself.
No, I don't think I'm wicked,
You have to exercise and keep fit still.
Yeah, exercise.
You don't have to go gym to keep fit. You can do a little exercise in your yard. Anyhow, go on. So you go gym and the sweat and everything.
Yeah, so I think at best of a car, one particular day, I do one particular exercise, and then I come home and the throat start tickle. But as them say in Jamaica, I travel with sinus, right? I have the sinusitis thing.
Okay.
So, but until the side Monday, the Tuesday now, week, I feel everything feel dizzy and the joint may start happening bad. Week out. I'm going to do the test that Tuesday evening there. So by Wednesday day now, when I say I in a bed, can't move, I sit dead, giant fever, 100 or something, whole heap of giant pain, headache, weak, feel like a tree truck run over my body, I tell you.
But your name and no breathing problem, you could have breathe.
Right, the breathing problem never start this. So that's why I tell people, say, and that's why the vaccine can probably have some help. Because the breathing issue never really lick me hard.
Yes.
What after though, when the virus go in your system, I recover. But 1 week after when I recover, I may come back to, then time that the breathing start affecting me. Because the virus will scar the lungs. And make it hard when I recover. So when I recover now, I recognize and that's so if I go up step, shorter breath. I have to stop gym them time. So you see, I have to stop gym after about 1 week when I recover because I push little weight, shorter breath, bad. Then little one, shorter breath, bad. You know, why I do little of them thing there, little thing there, shorter breath.
This is sweet loving, man. Shorter breath even with that.
Yeah, manage, doctor.
People understand, say, even after they recover, even after 2 weeks to them gear, they have a thing what they call post-COVID syndrome. Post-COVID syndrome can last even up to 3 months. 3 months, you will still have that weakness, you will still have the shorter breath and the fatigue. All of them things they will still have. So a lot of people that come to me and say, 1 month now they have COVID and they still feel X. If they still take more medicine and them thing there.
But the truth sorry, no mean for cut you, what fatigue mean?
Fatigue or tiredness. Tiredness.
So you just mash up.
Mash up, mash up. Mash up, man, mash up. Bad. Yeah. So the experience of me go through the COVID wasn't an easy one. I'm not gonna tell no lie. It mash me down bad. But because of the vaccine, me think, and because of the vitamin, the media take, and the exercise, the media do, about 1 week, everything start and basically better. Right?
So what, you did take any medicine? What medicine you did take?
All right then. So Panadol, multi-sim, right? Me take it pan a regular. Me mean say every 4 hours, every 6 hours, me take it. Because I saw Panadol work, right? So me depend on that vitamin C. Me take some vitamin C, right? And some other multivitamins me take. And whole heap of water and coconut water me drink, right? So I really do, right?
Yeah.
And do some cold shower for the fever.
For the fever.
Right? And do some rest. And do some rest, yeah.
So you never forgot hospital?
No, I never gone to hospital. Thankfully, I never gone to hospital. And at that, whosoever depend this whether really believe in the vaccine yet, when I say at that, the vaccine do, right? At that the vaccine do for true, cause you still catch it, still sick, but the risk I end up in a hospital. And that way I try to fight. And I really that, because the truth is Corona got there with it till all our dead,
That's what I'm say that here too fear quoi. Okay, poem. You don't want to hear that.
Virus is a thing where let me tell you, them very skill and genialish. So them know how to change up themselves to adapt to any situation. So it got their own. But what will happen now if everybody get a taste of the virus, right? It can't go really do the badness what it do before. And that really we are trying to get.
Everybody get a taste of the virus.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you can either get it as in everybody catch the virus, right?
Yeah.
The natural way, right? Where it go around and thing. Or you can get it in such a way with the vaccine, where the body get a little bit of the virus before and say, say, me know that thing I go. So therefore, when it come again, me can just deal with fast, and me don't have to take the long time to get there.
But from what me get to understand, I know the direct COVID virus in the vaccine.
Which is true.
It's so that the vaccine was rather than the actual virus. Enough people are going to tell you that because it has say the same thing when you nanotechnology. You have to go help me now. You have to go tell me what that be too. Tell your body, you got COVID. Tell your body say you have liquid. So
no, go on again, Miss Campbell. Go on again. Me don't hear that part.
Yes,
go on again.
The nanotechnology where they say in the vaccine, tell your body say you have COVID. No, so you go.
Yeah.
Tell your body say you have one little COVID-ish. You tell your body say you have COVID.
Yeah.
So the coming like I said, the vaccine give you a dose of the virus.
Yeah. Yeah. So what it do, it presents, so yeah, all right. So imagine say your body now imagine say your body is a country, right? Your body is a country and you have some soldier on the outskirts. You have some soldier on the outskirts who anything come in, them do the fighting. Usually some vaccine before, right? They would have put the actual germs and stain. So when the soldier them see it now, them say, that germ, yeah. And them call up them friend and them say, I could do that, I could get what for to fight it. Right? And them so the initial the first time vaccine them, right? Them put the actual thing in there and then so the soldier them will see it now and make it. So when the real germs come on next time, the soldier them say, hey, say, me see this already? Me don't have to think what we do. And this is the plan. Quick.
So what happened now? So what happened now?
The issue now with this.
Yeah.
And what them do now is them bring basically the plan of what the soldier them to make and not the actual virus itself. So it just bring plan to the soldier them and say, here what? I'm not gonna bring the soldier them to you, but you see, if you see nothing where look like this, and a plan that you have to carry out. And that really trick out enough people and people say, oh, you know, I know the real thing, I know the one-time vaccine thing, and the vaccine takes short time to make. But what me tell people saying, all right, if 10 years ago, vaccine take 5 years to make, and now vaccine still are going to take 5 years to make. You know, the last 10 years, where you really learn.
Exactly.
Because where you really learn. So it must make faster this time. And
it's long time them working on, it's long time them working on them kind of fast SARS and all of them things that come up.
Let me tell you something about what me feel. If one next, we'll probably not go there, but if one next 100 years, God forbid, the world still exists, still the earth, and one next big thing like this come. About 6 weeks, they might take a fine vaccine.
Yes, enough people are going to tell you, say, of course, because they know we are the guinea pig. And that's a people problem, you know. We are the guinea pig and people don't want to be guinea pig. But anyway, before, okay, go ahead.
But one thing, you know, me blame part in with some of this bad vibes on the vaccine and Donald Trump. He did start up with the warp speed. And the warp speed, something get from people. Warp speed, make it feel like it'll do too fast. And you know, say before Donald Trump and Melania left the White House, they did get the vaccine, you know. They get it before them left. And then full follower them now take it. And you hear say the last time we go on rally, them go tell him to take vaccine. Them boo him. Him own people boo him because him tell them to go take vaccine. So why do I tell them for a long time say the virus has something real and that they must defend themselves?
That's one of the biggest problem with people. People not trust the people them in a government because they too lie. You see, any people they trust the leader them, people take sour lime long time. Anything you give them, then take it near me because they trust you. When you trust your mama, when your mama say, "Mister, if you name this, for what do you name it?" But when you trust the people them. But before we continue, want some somebody name nothing to do. I have a question for Dr. Brown. Why you think? All right, why you think the government should do to get more people to take the vaccine? That's a for them question.
Why? Me's a one-time soldier, so that one they kind of sticky, you know, cause I have like army blood in me and
like I said, grab them and juke them, man.
We don't say grab them and tell them. I'm tell you something, right? I'm tell you something. For me, believe, you know. And you see, when you choose people to lead you, right? And you choose people to lead you, know. You say to them, Mom or sir, you see, if me in a situation, you make a decision to me as my leader, right? And you may give a response. You make that decision for me, and the best thing where you think, because me think you have probably a little more reasoning skill or a little more something. I have some people around here give some good words. So me get the ability to lead me. So you see when the situation come now, and the leader them to do what the leader to do, them have to do what the leader them to do.
Yeah.
And you see, if everybody in anything, if everybody have 100% choice in everything, you just do 100 where you will say and think, nothing at all in life will ever get done. I truth. Because 100% of people will never agree. I just, by the nature, say we think differently. You know, we grew up differently. Yes. We have different kind of friends. You're not going to get everybody to agree.
And let me tell you, go on.
I always tell people, say, if why you really think the whole world, why, me like You see, Jamaican people, me like how them proud of themselves. The things say, yeah, people are gonna put chip in a you know? You says.
Where I try say, we great, what you mean? Of course they would do it.
But guess what now? And the next thing, if chip going all out, everything will cancel out, man. If everybody get the chip, right, you know.
Yeah. Me not laugh, you know, cause right, you know, two things are run anything possible, so me never not laugh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell people, you know, you see, it no matter how you're good sometimes, it reach a point when now them do the work thing, it'll come hard when people are gonna say, oh, work or a joke. It's gonna come to a point. I just time before everybody are gonna reach out, you know, because I just say it have to go.
Yeah.
I just time. So then just give a little way for yourself. Like me, my mother know when me a little bit a psych she used. She said, oh, you know, X time before you have to clean your shoes and things. And me think say, oh, me have choice, me can do it anytime. But she don't know in her head say, by morning, the shoes I go clean by the hook or the crook. So it a happen. It a happen.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Brown. Carolyn, you have nothing else where you want to ask him?
No, I just want to thank him for come tell him story and to tell with the truth. Because you know, some people hide up and say them they do everything when they're supposed to do, and they might admit little run-ins where him could have did do little better to protect himself. You know, but I love me love how him say him thinks that the vaccine save him. I really believe that, you know. And when we are picnic, everybody get vaccine. You know, as one of my friends said, nobody never ever ask your parents. You go to school, they roll up your sleeve and you get joke. You know, you just get your vaccine. Here, I think one of the problems with the social media, you know, as me and Dr. Fauci say, how they did have social media when they might try to get with a polio in America, all know they still have polio. Because everybody's an expert.
I true that. But another thing, if people want control we and thing, the phone we have in your hand, you're gone already. You know? So,
but I will leave a version out there, and I will leave a different version. One version of the control, the next version I said, and this I test you and you a guinea pig. I will leave one version said entirely we don't want to kill we out. So I will leave a Tory the galang boat. So, but from when me see, if the vaccine, if you take the vaccine, it come like you have a chance. If you not take it, you might get COVID, you might dead. So it come like a 6 or 1/2 dozen of the other. So what me not like do are the forcing thing. Me not think for force people. But Dr. Brown, thank you so much.
But ever since me recognize that nobody like force. You see, if you say do it, you just automatically have something against it. But,
especially how we grew up in a slave society, you know, we don't want nobody to control it. But at some point, you have to say, this is for my own good. You know, people say, we prefer dead. When you see some of the people them in America, they prefer dead rather than they do a government tell them. That don't make no sense.
All right, so me get red flag and now say Carolyn with the galang too much. So Dr. Brown, we have to go down that segment, yeah.
Dr. Brown segment sweet, man. Sure.
Yes. Thank you so much. Please stay
Next point again.
All right, good. Take care of yourself, Dr. Brown.
What? You're the kind of doctor me want to go to.
All right. Hey. Me impress them on the live too. She a doctor too. She there.
That is good.
The Empress session now we get jumpy. Get jumpy. I know that kind of interests me up.
Yeah. We just have to figure out next thing. We don't get no food and everything. They understand.
What's your name?
Shana, she the body man. Shana.
Big up, Shana. Enough respect. Take care of the prince, cause me know you're a princess.
All right.
Respect.
Take care.
So what we are gonna do next now, Carolyn? So that segment there with Dr. Brown done. Oh, we have a song, Noronia.
Yes, Natural Flames.
All right.
Oh, we can hear it now. My producer.
Epidemic of strangulation, quarantine and isolation. Pandemic of the population, and it's a generation. No one to round ya, we no want the corona. First time at the Gonia, last time at Ebola. We no want it round ya, we no want the corona. First time at the Gonia, last time at Ebola. It's not a good look, not a good look. You can't shake hands, so you have to get put. Everybody mouth up, everybody just book. Face flat down like it's a big book. You don't know we are but we not trust you. Sanitize me and anywhere me touch to. Sanitize the car, sanitize the bus too. Have me lifestyle and it must too. We don't want it round ya. We don't want the corona. First time I be gun ya. Last time I Ebola. We don't want it round ya. We don't want the corona. First time I be gun ya.
Yeah, because it seems like you have chikungunya, you have Ebola, and wait for them to your compound, we have him no one no COVID. Yeah. Big up. Go on through with the next person now, Miss Donikue. Remember, Dr. Peter Weller come in. Go on to your mic. Your mic, we not hear you.
Sorry, yes, you're hearing me now.
Yeah, man.
Mute again. Sa Andrea Nesbeth say, what heap of foolishness them come with. We attack, Sandra. All right, so Dr. Weller. We have Dr. Weller. You can tell about Dr. Weller, Carolyn?
Yes, man. Dr. Weller, I'm a friend. That's the first thing. But apart from being my friend, he is a very good psychologist. He used to work at University Health Center. His wife from Trinidad said they go down to Trinidad so they can get the Trinidad experience. So he work down at Trinidad. He have his own private practice where he's a psychotherapist, where he help people where I have problems. So we're glad to have a company program and talk about, you know, some of the problem with the mental health problem where people are having at this time, because it's not easy and your mind have to be strong in this judgment. So welcome, Peter. Big up.
President, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
My pleasure. So listen, before we start, I can say this. When you hear somebody say they head tech them, or you say somebody head tech them, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, well,
what is your understanding?
My understanding that they're taking is that some serious stress depend you and you're not think straight. Your head take you. You know, it's like instead of you control your head control you. That's what me understand. What do you think, Danny?
For me, the same thing, plus me have another meaning to it. Your head can take you as in you get upset. So your bex. So you say if you ever make my head take me, I'm gonna lick you down with a big stone here. That head there. But it's still kind of the same thing. You're not yourself.
Yeah, because it's about control. It's about control. It's about how much you're in control of yourself.
Yeah.
And if it's one thing COVID is doing to us, is making us feel out of control. Too much uncertainty, too much things are going on, too much story go around. You say, go long. Every day you're in a story about where it come from, what it doing to you, who caused it, how you must save yourself, which tea and which bush you must drink.
Yes.
And it is very confusing to the mind. Very confusing to the mind. So a lot of people head take them. A lot of people head take them and it's taking them in the wrong direction. It's taking them in a direction where they're really not in control. Now, so that is one thing. COVID is a time when make us feel out of control. And when you feel out of control, you try to control things. Not true? You try to find a way to control things. Which might mean you try to control yourself by holding on to things you always know and believe. All right. So old-time belief come up. A lot of old stereotype, a lot of old biases and prejudice come up because it makes you feel in control. It is familiar.
Mhm.
Yes.
The other sad part about it is that you try to do things to feel in control. You know what I mean? So you smoke a little more, you drink a little more, you do the things that make you feel good.
You beat
But-
up your partner.
Well, I get into that one. I don't reach there yet. I get into that one. I am talking about what sweet nanny goat, running belly,
Mhm.
the things that we do to try to take care of ourselves in these stressful times can be bad for us.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I think it's a very basic thing I'm saying, you know, no rocket science.
Mhm.
But we have to be careful how we cope because too much of a good thing is a bad thing. All right? So that is one thing. Control. We have to understand our head and how it's working and don't let it take us. We have to be intentional. I use that word, meaning you have to make up your mind what you do. You can't just react and something happen and you juke you and you jump and you jump. We have to be mindful. And we have to be very careful that when we try to cope with the head spinning, we don't go off all over the place and cause problems.
True.
You just mentioned something a while ago, Carolyn, so I'm going to take that one up. Everybody had stress before COVID, you know. Everybody's head was taking them one way or another because problems never start with COVID. And one of the big problems with COVID is that it's making other problems worse. Not true? So you just talk about domestic violence. Now, if you and your partner, if you and your woman, you and your man wasn't getting on from before, now you're locked down. Now the money tight. Now the family having crosses. What do you think, Gwaan? Man and woman business coming like man and woman warfare. All right? And if you don't mind careful, it end up in the violence and it end up in worse things. All right? So again, it's something we need to be aware of. This is not something we have only some people. It happens to everybody everywhere. All our relationships are under stress now. We just have to admit it. No matter how good you're there with somebody, the little thing they used to do that never used to bother you, it starts bothering you a little more now.
You know,
Miss Campbell, don't it true?
Definitely. I like I'm sorry we're tired of people quick. Imagine me having lockdown with Smaddy. Hey!
Well, there you go.
Speak to God, me not married, so none of that.
You know, and the thing is, you know, if you never even like the person to that, you know, because sometimes people stay together because of money and they know the money to go out and set up new house and all of that. But at least before COVID, you gonna work, them gonna work, and you only see them morning and evening.
Right.
No, you sit down, see the whole day.
No, you're trapped.
You're trapped. Yeah, it's terrible. It
know.
must be terrible to be living with somebody where you don't really like.
Well, not only that, but it's like crab in barrel. All of it pulling down each other to try to get out and escape. But we can't go nowhere. The thing is here, the thing's set, and we have to learn to live with it. As Dr. Princeton was saying, it's going to be around for a long time. So we have to learn to cope. And it begins with managing your mind. It begins with understanding how it is affecting you. And I can't even make too much of this. We can talk about all the worries and all the different aspects, the different things that are going to mix up and cause problems. But the bottom line is to manage yourself, you have to understand yourself. You have to understand your mind. And when one mind tells you something and the next mind tells you something, you know, when you say one mind tell me?
Yes.
They have a fancy word for it. It's called cognitive dissonance, where you have mixed feelings. Your mind telling you two different things and it confuses you. And that is when you make the wrong choice and you go off on the wrong pathway. So pay attention to your mind. Be aware of how you're feeling. Be aware of what you're doing, what you're thinking. Be aware of what is going on in your head so you can manage it. And how do you do that? Well, you have to be aware of how you're feeling. A lot of us don't even realize when we're feeling stressed. You know? When the stress takes us, because we're so accustomed to fighting it and struggling, we just tough up and we keep going. And we keep going. But guess what? We never pay attention to what was bothering us. So the little thing don't get solved and it become a bigger thing and a bigger thing inside us. Till it come out and we lick somebody or cuss through a bad word or whatever it is we do. So the most important part of the mental health thing is about self-awareness and knowing how stress affects you personally. Your head start hurt you, you must know if it is stress. Don't matter things that pain in your belly and it's hurting. What?
I'm gonna lie down, go catch a little sleep.
If you can lie down, you lie down. If you just have a stop and take 10 deep breaths in and out and calm yourself, but you must know how to help yourself before it gets too bad. The other thing is, go ahead.
No, just I wonder as may I listen to you. You ever deal with no patient where church, God, then religion help them to come back to a balance them mental state, then help to settle their nerves.
But of course, if you have a strong belief that is sustaining you and giving you hope and making you feel like things will be all right, that is good. But some people take a good thing and make the wrong thing with it. And sometimes the same strong belief can lead you to be very prejudiced, very close-minded. You don't listen to nothing new because pastor never tell you that. In fact, pastor may tell you the opposite. And that is when it can be a problem. So your faith, your religious belief can be a strength. It can give you hope. It can give you a sense of control. However, it can shackle you. It can lock you down. It can keep your mind narrow and your perspective too focused on the life after death, and you're not dealing with the life right now. And of course, when we have faith, we choose the part of the faith we want to focus on and ignore the other part.
Right.
Right? So, for some of us, we're in denial. We say, nothing goes so, nothing is wrong, whatever. And our next set say, Armageddon, end times, you have to save your soul. It's all in the mind, and getting back to how you think. And that is why we have to support each other, because if we only live in our mind, if we're not talking to each other, then we don't get our thoughts out there and nobody can help us by challenging us or
encouraging us.
Or encouraging, whatever. And that is why we have to support each other. So mental health is about the village, the whole away. Mental health is not just about you understanding yourself and trying to cope by yourself. We have to reach out to each other, we have to help each other because this thing is serious.
So we have anybody on the line on the chat want to ask Dr. Well any question?
So the producer said, Carolyn, we are going to take a song in a few minutes. And then we will remind the people them so them can ask them question in a Zoom or on YouTube. So it don't look like we have no question yet. So we remind you guys, type in your question, YouTube or on Zoom.
All right, so while we're waiting, let me just say one other thing. A lot of time people, mental health is reflected in their physical health. So your body is what shows you the problem. So you have upset stomach and you think it's something you eat. No, it's not what you eat.
Yes.
It's what's going on in your head.
So true.
Right? You think that the headache you have must be because you crick your neck. No, it's because of the stress and the thoughts that are going through your mind and you're worrying and you're considering and you're worrying and you're considering and you're not relaxing. So the tension build up in your shoulder and in your neck and you get the headache and you get the backache. That is why I keep saying that you have to know your body and your mind. And if your body is telling you something, you must listen to it.
True.
And especially for the man them, because we feel and society has taught us we have to be bigger and better and strong and protector and provider. And we can't talk about the feelings and we can't say we're afraid and we can't. Right? And it also say that as a man, if you're feeling bad, what you must do is go look at a woman, go drink a liquor, go play some ball,
yes,
go pick a fight, go do all the unhealthy things that we are taught by society. So we hold it in, and then when we let it out in the wrong way. All right? So for the man them who listening, it is very important, again, to be mindful. And again, as I say, use your big head, not your little head.
Hey.
Man, them don't like to go doctor. You see, it's back to the whole thing about control, So when you go doctor, that means you admit there's something wrong where you can't manage.
Weak, you're weak.
You're weak. So that is, I mean, you don't even understand how the man them wouldn't even got to do prostate exam because them no want a finger go up them bottom. And I mean, you know, there is like, it is just a whole thing where you feel like, you know, nobody have no control over you. You have to control all the time. It's that control thing.
But that is a slavery thing, you know. That is coming from our heritage. That is what we were taught. We were taught that we were less than and we were to be controlled. So ever since we were trying to prove that we are more and we are not going to be controlled and we're not going to get help. So again, for everybody, whether you're a man, woman, or child, your body will be telling you about your mental health. Your body will be telling you if you're biting your nails, you know you're stressed. You must stop and think what is bothering you and do something to address it. If you feel your shoulders going up and your neck getting tight, it means that you're under stress and your mental health is being challenged. Your mind is being stressed. Yes. Pay attention to your body. Your belly running, you must pay attention to your body. And it is also true in terms of your relationships. If you find you're getting miserable with the people around you, it is easy to say that people, them troubling you, them joking you and them idiot. No, but probably it's you causing some of it. And you can control you. Yeah. Right? So you must control you.
Yes. We see some questions coming up, but we're not seeing the whole question. We're only seeing piece of the question.
We see one from Heather Henry.
Yes, you see the whole of it.
Yeah, draw over the chat bar, maybe in a corner. So Heather Henry say, how can teachers cope? So how teacher can cope with the stress? Teacher can deal with the stress from, you know, from their work at their yard and balance the family life. Interesting, because it's rough. So Dr.
And there's a related one, how university students can cope with the stress. So include them too.
Well, I think all of them, I would begin by answering what I said already. You must know your stress response. You must know, because begin with how you're reacting, you know. You can't change COVID, you can't change the students, you can't change Ministry of Education. You can change how you respond. And there's a difference between responding and reacting. Reacting is when you don't think about it. You just tense up or you just cuss or you just do what you feel like. Responding is when you go into neutral. You know, like when you drive a gear stick car and you go into neutral and you pause before you change gear. That is what we have to get accustomed to. So whether you're a teacher or a university student, every day in every way, you have to spend time now pressing pause and stopping and doing your self-talk, telling yourself, I can't let this thing get to me, right? Or doing whatever you need physically, whether you need, you know how much of us don't breathe properly? You know how much of us hold our breath and we're thinking and we hold our breath?
Yeah.
Or,
it's true.
I mean, everybody have their own physical symptoms. Right. I don't want to say that there's a specific strategy that teachers can use. But there's one thing that I know. My father was a teacher and I have family with teacher. And I know it is one thing. Teachers need to learn how to stop for themselves. They need to create a little time. Whether they meditate, whether they pray, whether they exercise, whether they go outside and feed the bird, whatever they do, the me time is important. And the thing they don't understand, we all don't understand, is that me time is not just to take a break, you know. It is for your whole mind and body to reset. Because what we do is, we go. And then we hold strain, and then something else happens, and we go. And guess what? We forget what normal is.
Yeah.
Your body don't know what normal is. Your mind don't know what normal is. You don't know how to rest and relax anymore because you have, you know, you're pushing it for survival. So my word to teachers would be, it might sound simple and like a waste of time, but if you can each day have some time where you purposefully relax, meaning you do your deep activities and things on the internet and Google and YouTube. You can find all kind of meditation things, and you have your Bible and you have whatever. Do that regularly, and also do your deep breathing regularly. that can make a
But
dramatic
somebody
difference.
asked, what are some simple ways we can improve our mental health? Because I know everybody can afford therapy.
But that is why I'm telling you. Exactly what I'm telling you. First of all, learn your stress response. Know what pushes your button. Know how you react. And then start doing something about it. Whether it is, again, I keep saying it, you know, you're breathing, your muscle relaxation, you're listening to your music, your meditation. If you do it and if you do it regularly, it begins to change how your mind is functioning. Now, I think called neuroplasticity. It's a long fancy word, which just means you reprogram your brain. Just like you might reprogram the music in your phone or whatever.
Sleep pattern.
If you do something over and over again, it becomes a new habit of thinking, of feeling, but you have to do it over and over, and we want a quick fix. The big problem right now is that this chronic stress that we're feeling with COVID, everybody's so tired of it. They want a pill. They want something that's going to make them feel better right away, and it's not going so.
Right.
It is going to mean chipping away.
The first thing people have to do is accept the fact that COVID now gone nowhere for now. So this idea, you have to say, it have to be done. We want, you know, everybody tired of COVID. But you have to, as you say, you have to tell your mind that it's not going away. So how you're going to live with it.
And somebody else is asking for tips for parents as well and their children.
Yeah.
I guess it's this.
And somebody said they're sick of COVID. Well, I'm sick of it too. Everybody's sick of it. But you must make it get you sick though. You can be sick of it, but don't make it sick you.
Yeah.
If you are a parent, yeah, go on again. Finish your question.
No, it wasn't a question. Me just say me think people need to sit down and get to understand themselves. Because enough of we just go, so we don't know we, you know. If you ask we sitting by ourselves, we can't tell you because we never sit down and get to know we. So maybe we need to start this one. And after that, we will figure out every little thing or every little thing work. And then everything big money. You don't need money for go down a river, go sit down and just listen to the water they run. One safe river. You don't need money to listen to little music. Even if you have internet now, you have one sitting game ASMR where you listen to some sound where relaxing and while you're sitting. So people need to know, so you don't need big money. Have little things where you can do once you know yourself. You know?
What? No, before you even know yourself, once you decide to try to know yourself, because that is the problem. We're taking time trying to solve things and we're not solving ourselves. Yes. So your point is very important. The resources are there. There are lots of free things you can do, natural things. But you have to make up your mind to do it. Nobody can do it for you.
True.
Even if you come to me for therapy, I'm going to tell you to do those same things. I may help you connect the dots and try to understand what it means and what you're learning about yourself. But it's you have to learn it. And it's you know yourself. So the important message here is take the time to understand what is going on with your mind. If you can talk to a friend about it, and I'm not about talk about, boy, I'm sick of this, I'm tired of it, it's done now. And no, it's more like, here's how it is affecting me. I find I'm thinking this. I find I'm feeling this. I never used to do this, and I'm doing this now. If we can have relationships with share like that, that is therapeutic. The problem is, of course, many of us don't want to talk our business because we want to keep it private.
Yeah.
And some of us, when people talk our business, we chat the business to other people. So we have to be very selective who we talk to. But we need to talk. Somebody asked about parents. That is a rough one because there is no one rule book for parents. Each of your children are individuals and they're going to have the individual needs. One of the challenges that parents face now, and I'm all right, so there's the time management and the working at home and the online this and all of those things. I'm not going to touch on that. What I am going to say is, think of your child as a person who is coping with stress and then look at their behavior as if it is a response to stress and treat it that way.
Yeah.
They're not just going on bad. They're not just trying to upset you. They are doing what they're doing because they are under stress. And maybe if you can help them understand what is affecting them, it might help them behave better. Now that works better for older children than younger children, but it is still something to realize. Our children are under serious stress, you know. Our children are growing up in a time where everything mashing up. It's pure war, hurricane, earthquake, fire everywhere, COVID. I mean, talk about living in uncertain times. They are feeling as if this world is not there for them, the environment, etc. We have to talk to them and understand what is going on in their mind. What are they worried about? What are they afraid of? And if all we do is tell them they must do their homework, why never tidy your room, put on your shoes properly, clean your shoes, brush your hair, fix your locks. If that is the only interaction I have with them, then you'll have a bigger problem. A bigger problem.
You have to deal with the emotion, how you feel.
Yeah, and if you're going to deal with anybody else's emotion, you have to deal with yours.
Of course.
You have to deal with yours. Yes. There are no easy answers to this, Carolyn. So when you call me to come on this and I say, boy, in 15 minutes, what are you going to tell these people that they don't know already? And I say, well, one thing I can say is that you can know yourself. And you have to choose what you're going to focus on. If you take away anything from this segment, is that tomorrow you have a choice to make a change in something you are doing.
Serious thing.
And if you do it, stick to it. It will make a difference. You'll at least feel you have control over something. Not true?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have one last question for you, Dr. Weller. I don't know if you did do the stats, but you can tell me if since COVID, that's our 2 years now? From
1.5. It don't reach 2 years yet.
1.5. Right. So since COVID, you see now whole heap of patient who are definitely COVID cause them to get off of their head.
Well, first of all, the people that don't get off their head.
Sorry.
Any more than you get off your head and I get off my head. All the way off my head because of COVID. So make us get that clear. All right? But you know what I'm saying? Everybody has some kind of problem.
Right. I mean big like huge effect.
No,
you know?
I have seen, but it's not a lot it's not most of the people. As I say, COVID is causing people to have a look at problems they were having from before. Whether it is a domestic, family violence, family worries, money worries, self-esteem, whatever. If they have anxiety before, it was or now. If they had depression before, it was or now, right? So COVID is contributing, it's making things worse. But when it comes to coping and managing, you have to go back to where it is coming from, right? Managing COVID is only part of it. Managing yourself, that is the bottom line. And I think that is what I keep getting back to. So again, choose something you can do for yourself. Go online, do as you said, check out a YouTube, check out a thing about relaxation, meditation, self-care, tips for managing stress, whatever it is. And then tomorrow, start doing whichever 1, 2, 3 of them and stick to it. They say it takes 21 days to create a new habit. 21 days for your brain to start reprogramming if you do something regularly. And I would really encourage people to make that decision. Don't get lost in whether it's a vaccine and who caused it and chip in your blood and this and that, because that you can't solve that. What good is it doing you? That's not solving any problem for you if you go into that space.
It's worse.
One thing more ask you, Peter.
Yeah.
Charlene say, "Me tired of this." Oh, you can get her if you're not so tired of this. I wonder what she mean by this. I hope she don't mean the program.
And I hope she don't mean life either. Because a lot of people feeling tired of life.
Tired of this,
and
yes.
That is,
so why you tired of Charlene?
Just this. What is
COVID.
this? She said not just COVID. Not just COVID. Seriously.
Then what?
Tell us, because when I call out the whole of your name, just tell us where you because this is the problem that sometimes people don't have nobody to talk to tell them how they might feel. Them just carry the big burden. By the way, Dr. Weller, I hope you know, everybody must tell you this, but you know you have the right name for your profession. You're well a man who let people tell us. No man, seriously. Seriously. You know them tease about it all the time, but
all the time, but yeah, no, but let us not forget. Charlene asking. We're all tired of this, but guess what? We're tired of it, and we cannot do anything about
it.
How it is going on out there. We can do something for ourselves. So, you see now Charlene telling us what really going on. We lost a friend.
Oh, man.
And
So
that is very sad, and that is something a lot of us are dealing with. We are not just, it's not just a story going on and you hear a new chapter. This is affecting each of us, it's not a soap opera, it's real life. So Charlene, I'm sorry about the loss of your friend. And in fact, many of us are losing things because of COVID. We're losing space, we're losing time with friends, we're losing money, we're losing dreams that we had set and goals and plans that we had made. There's a lot that we're losing. And in fact, it is one of the things that we have to come to terms with. Because of COVID, we have to learn how to grieve in a different way. We have to learn to let go of dreams, but we also have to learn to dream new dreams. I want to say that again.
Serious point.
COVID is forcing us to change our goals and expectations and give up and lose what we thought we were going to have, what we thought we were going to do. But it doesn't mean that we can't have new dreams. It does not mean that we can't set new goals. And I think when you talk about tired of it and tired of life, okay, you can't make what you're hoping to make out of life. What can you make? What new dream can you have? What new goal can you set? Because if you don't have new goals and dreams, then you really don't have any hope.
When you say life, Charlene said life is so fragile. Or as we did hear one lady say fragile, you don't have any easy answers. This is a problem. But what we feel is that one of the things you have to do, you have to make up your mind. Say the thing are done for now.
Yeah.
That is, to me, that is the first thing you have to do. Make up your not done for now. Because people say, well, next year. And look, last year with the things that we have done this year, the virus just spin and come back again and terrorize me. So we have to find a way to live every day and find something good in that day. Because you can't wait for next week, next month, next year. You just have to say one day at a time. Today, we have to go find something nice what I want to do for myself to make me feel good. And if you do that every day, you say you're 21 days. After 21 days, you start to have an attitude in your mind. Say, yes, we can get rid of COVID. We can take the vaccine. We can try to do what we can do. But we can't control everything. But we can control every day, one day at a time.
Right.
Donikue, how you cope with the stress? How you cope with the stress, Miss Campbell?
Oh,
me, Father God, me grew up in a church. My church people, them depend Insta, then depend every social media. So we still link, we talk to one another, we pray, they encourage me. And the same thing, them mama say me love certain sounds. So me will go on and me will look for Zen kind of sound, me will look for raindrop sound, simple sound like some guitar sound, all kind of little sitting. Me know what me like. So when me feel certain way, and sometimes me do karaoke, believe it or not. If me feel certain way, me go up on YouTube and I hear one bag of singing. So me find what me kind of like, and then after 30 minutes or so, me good again. But thanks for asking me that, because I want to ask you one last question, even though we have to wrap up now. So you are the weller. So when you take on all of them, a bird me from people, how you get rid, who saw back, or who you talk to?
That's a good question. I always have people to talk to, whether it is professional colleagues or friends. I will talk, and I talk to them, not necessarily about the problems I'm hearing, but life and ideas and what they think, and clear my head and don't get stuck in the rut of the problems, etc. But I also try to do the other kind of self-care, and I'm not good at that. I should be exercising more. I should be doing the meditation more. And that is my 21-day plan starting tomorrow. Since I tell the people I must start some tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to walk. Carolyn, you went to me walk past here tomorrow. Look at go on the balcony.
Me see your wife I walk this morning. She won. I'm almost.
She's a better person than me. I can't do that.
She's a woman. What can I tell you?
Me feel good. Me feel good. Say if I'm nothing else, big things are going. Make Dr. Wella member say, look here, he need to start take care of himself back again.
That is my takeaway.
Practice what he preach.
Exactly,
That's right.
exactly,
Thank you, Dr. Wella.
Enough thanks. Yeah, man.
Big up and keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. Nice to talk to you.
All right. Take care.
So Carolyn, them say we have one song that come up now. Virus. Virus. Then I will sing this one you know. Virus. Let me see.
Oh.
Virus.
Corona. A corona a silver cat now.
Then say a virus, then must no. Then say a virus. The selector special skill.
Oh yes.
So the selector
Smurfity. And after that, we're gonna have Dr. Shane Alexis. Boy, we tell Dr. Alexis to come on from 6 o'clock and at 6:28. We're glad in there still because we just had chat and the program soon done, you know. Before you know it at 7 o'clock. Yes,
man. Selector on the tune.
Not through with virus.
Over your mouth, for your sneeze and cough. You know over the face of it in another law. I'm not safe when you use a sanitizer mask. You don't know where they wanna come from quick fast. Argue with vaccine like we don't have no sense. Kill off the elders and it quite evident. Rise the mother sit up on them seat and bench. I'm falling on Babylon, gully and trench. This is one of the world leaders. When you're done up when I'm a shop, the burning a man. We'll get still in 2015. Nostradamus tell you 1551. This is one of the world leaders. When you're done up when I'm a shop, the burning a man. We'll get still in 2015. Nostradamus tell you 1551. Can't even us who don't know the bills are gonna play. Your vision continue like what every day. Babylon a curfew with.
So this one was Virus by Smurfy D. Smurfy D. Big
and
tune.
The world leaders, man. They say the world leaders I mash up the place.
Quite interesting. Film tech on it, you know. So I think go.
Well, me don't tell us that Donald Trump have holy pan in conscience. Holy conscience. You know,
so we ready now, Carolyn, to talk to with doctor, with patient, very patient doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Alexis.
All right, so him dead, but them a start the technician, them a bring up him voice.
Yes.
Boy, the thing them where Dr. Wella saying, you know, Carolyn, may I tell you, you know, I transport them, you know.
Seriously.
Man, time like this. Nah, hear him yet? All right, him a come up,
I think we're good. Hi.
Yeah, hey, welcome. Big up.
Dr. Alexis.
Respect, greetings.
How you do?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Man. Yeah, man, a pleasure.
For being here. All right. So, Dr. Alexis. Carolyn, you're going to tell me about him?
Now, make Dr. Alexis tell me about himself, man.
All right.
Well, first of all, just thank you. Enough respect. Thank you for having me on the program yet again. And it was great fun the last time. And my Jamaican continues to improve.
That you're never evidence of it yet.
No, man, it's a come, man. As it warm up, it will come out, man, you know? And let me just say that, you know, first of all, I have to say, well, I'm a member of the People's National Party. Mm-hmm. I am not here to discuss politics, but there are going to be discussions around how things are run.
Yes,
we have to kind of touch on that. Mm-hmm. But I just disclosing that and making people know what really are going on behind the scenes.
So that them not say afterwards, say them friend did here, say one PNP man said this or that. Want to remove that and say that this is a national thing, a Jamaica we are dealing with. So we are talking about Jamaica. But facts is facts. Facts is facts, no matter what you believe otherwise. 2 and 2 are for 4. And what bad a morning can't turn good at night. So we just have to talk the thing the right way. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I am not talking on behalf of the party. I am talking for myself. What I believe and what I see with my eyes. And just share that with the group. And then people put that in them pipe and smoke it. But tonight, we also want to reason about this vaccine argument. I think that, you know, we can just go straight into it if you don't mind this, because time will go on and people have time for ways I hear about doctor this and who him do and what he do.
Other than being a representative of the party, that you're now representing the party, what area of medicine you specialize in now?
Well, I specialize in good medicine to first of all begin with.
You're a hobby man?
No, people are going to say a bush medicine that, you know.
Well, exactly. No, I'm a general, I'm a family man. Everybody where can, from my youngest patient is like 2-3 months and my oldest patient is about 101.
All right.
So you see a little bit of everything. And before all of this, we used to be president of medical association and president of medical doctors and all kind of different things. But it's really more, as you say, we have just been dealing with this now for the first time. All of it. So everything new. So we have just talk it as we see it and make the people them know. Say, well, this is really what is going on, and how them can look on it and make up them own mind and decide what them really want to do. But when you really want nobody for dead, they are wonder. If you're a big man thing, if you want dead, or you take a chance, I saw it go. Some man no use condom and them catch AIDS. Some man use condom, catch AIDS. You're not guaranteeing in this world. But what you can do, you can try, get some knowledge, understand yourself, or as we say in the country, overstand. And then from that now, you say, all right, this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm not going to do. So tonight, I just want to talk about the vaccine, but maybe from a unique perspective. And I'll just share that real quick with you, if that's all right.
Yeah, man. Sure.
All right, so what I say, right, is that a lot of people are talking about this and that and magnet and which man make this and make money. All of the man them make money. The people that talk make money, the people that don't talk get paid not to talk. So everybody, the money thing kind of cancel out. That's the first thing. So when you sit down in your yard now, I wonder if you should have saved your life. Nobody is thinking about you, you have to think about yourself. No. I took the vaccine about 2 days after it was available and my family was vaccinated. My staff was vaccinated from months ago. And, I have encouraged people to do it. And my view,
One question, you never have to force the people to know your staff to take it?
No, because remember, say from last year, me lock up in a little room like this, I wait for a man to come cough on me and give me all kind of thing, So me have to protect myself. I'm gonna make the people them know. Say, look here, if you work with a doctor, you have to protect yourself. So suppose you're there with one girl who work at one doctor's office, or one brother who work at one doctor's office, or whatever the case is. You have to know, say, you expose yourself. Right? All when you mean for expose yourself, you expose yourself. Yeah. And the point is that I wanted to get across to my patients generally is that we're not really in a long argument with people for say, well, you're wrong or all the different conspiracy theories. When I deal with this, if you don't have a bed with your name on it at the hospital, empty, I sit down and wait upon you. With the oxygen, the air where you're going to need for breathe, for save your life. I have one doctor and nurse that sit down side of the bed and wait upon you. My advice to you is no matter dead under the mango tree outside of one health center, one clinic, or the churchyard. You don't have a guarantee. But at least if you take the vaccine, you're making a calculated decision. You get to empower yourself and say, well, may I go down to the arena, may I go down to the school or whichever part of the thing, and may I go decide, say, may I go take it, and the doctor and nurse them sit down there and watch me to make sure I'm not dead. If me feel any way after, me don't go check them back, no big thing.
All right.
But if you sit down and wait until you get the COVID, and as you said in the earlier, as Dr. Weller, and that was an excellent conversation, by the way. Thank you to him and all of you. That you can wait and COVID can find you. Enough people dead from, and say, boy, a little old woman and she never yet go nowhere, or she only go down the road and come back, or she only do this, or the little man will sit down in the yard. It can find you because remember, say, viruses are trying to survive. And the way them survive, you know, is them have to come sit down in your body. So when them sit down in your body, I saw them live. Which is very much like some people on the corner sometimes. But that is a different argument. So you have the virus then in your body to try to survive, you know. So it's a fight for live, and you have to fight harder. So yes, you have the social distance, and people are easy off of one another. Big up for that. You have the mask and the sanitizing and everything. But you know, I have said to a lady the other day, say, well, you know, if COVID stop, keep, because I don't see nobody really I deal with it like one time. It doesn't mean you have to walk around frightened, but you have to just know yourself. So me not stop drive because some man dead a Trillon in a car crash. You understand? Me not tell a man, say, boy, me not grow no vegetables or no food or keep the animal through. The animal did kick me or bite me or me get joke with one maca in the bush. Me still have to live. But me have to know how to live and me have to skill. Right. So with the COVID now, from you keep your hands clean, right? And you have a little bottle and you have a little mask, and you understand if you get the vaccine, that is an extra level, which is very important. It gives you a 90% coverage. What that mean? If you are listening to this show and somebody come to you and say, boy, they might offer you to sleep with you, and you use a condom, you say, well, I can't catch HIV or make them pregnant. I'm comfortable with those chances. That's a 90% chance there. So we have been living with these kinds of chances. You get what I'm saying, miss?
Yes.
You understand? So in other words, it's not to say it's a new risk, you know. We used to enough man live a Friday night and say, well, all right, I do my little thing or whatever, I carry my boots, whatever. It's the same level of coverage that they're comfortable with. We're offering them with the vaccine.
All right,
it's not
so
less.
On that note, so now if somebody go sleep with you and so, you kind of know the side effect them of the condom, right? You know, say it might scratch you or, you know, whatever with latex and so. But where people are saying, as somebody say, you know, Ada say, why me must take something when I mess with my period? She say she think the government need to be honest with the people them. Tell the people them the truth about the side effect them. She not think people are be honest. And somebody else ask if it transport through the air. So
what? All right. Enough people have grill at them yard and people still brought them house. So there's no guarantee that you go 100%, but it is a better percent, a better chance than if you just leave yourself careless. No, remember, say we only have this vaccine. All right, make we back up a little bit. 20 years ago, them did have one germ way down at China and them type of place that is very much like COVID. So 20 years ago, the man them start study this. Right? And them realize, say, okay, them know certain things, but them just go and put it down. So like, for example, you might have somebody listening where them have like a little work or them have a little money, them just put it down because them never know which part them are going to use it, but them just have it. Then put it down now, and then something called COVID come up, and them say, right, you know, so we know about that thing there from a long time, make we check it out. And then look on the thing, and then them just do the maths and do some little things, and then them get the vaccine. So it's not a new thing. It's not that we never know about something like COVID. So for example, if we know the brother and the sister and the auntie them, from the time one cousin come, we know them look, because I'm accustomed to seeing the family, I'm aware of them. You understand? So COVID vaccines are not new, or the science behind it is not really new. But here's the thing now, we just start using it on people. So we're going to learn things as we go along. We can't know everything at the start.
So right? Some of the side effects them we don't know?
Well, we are learning as we go along. Now, the good news is that hundreds of millions of people have taken it. So we have enough data. It's like instead of you just know 2 or 3 people who do something, we know internationally as doctors and scientists say, well, look here, you have 20 million, 200 million people, and then you get the feedback. So they've been doing that, as is our ministry. They might get the responses. When you put on an address, don't you ask the man if he like it or him think, I ask him if it's too tight or it's too loose and what have you. Same thing with the vaccine. We ask people how you feel, what's going on. Now, so far, we believe that it is relatively safe in most people. Just about, there are very few exceptions, because it's just like getting the flu. The flu not killing most people, it can kill some people. Now, a man that's sick from before will say, well, me sick, me can't take it. No, because the COVID would have wicked on you. Because really what the vaccine is, you get a little piece. Like you go on ice cream place and then give a taste. Or you go on lady and she cook something, say, let me taste the pork and see if I really go bite. So the vaccine is like a taste. And then now, when the big thing come, if COVID come to you, you say, I already know how to deal with you, man. I run with that. Now, even if it get through, hold on. If it get through, it's still weak. So it now gonna kill you, which is the main thing. We don't want people to dead for something like this. Now, the side effects are things that we are learning as people report it. But so far, remember, say if you're dead, you can have a period. And if you're really sick, let me show you something. Jamaica have 7 intensive care beds. That are 7 beds where really specialized. Doctor watch you. You have things can breathe for you. At 3 million are we, you know? 3 million. A 7 bed we have.
No, sir.
So when you have man with gunshot and drop off a tree and lick them head and all kind of thing and take up a bed, and a 7 bed for just with COVID, you know. I talk about the highest technology bed them in the island.
7.
When you hear
7.
that me say me scoop on.
Jesus, things bad.
So the people them have to understand, say, if things were different, you could have wait and watch. But what you gonna do when the thing come for you, you can't just say, well, me all right, I'm afraid, say, I'm gonna get one bump on my face and it go back. I'm a period kind of come out for all 1 month and come back. These are things that, yes, we would have wished that it never happened, but it is not a big deal. But for then one hospital where you can't get no ear, or the doctor them overwork and can't see you, or hours and hours you put your family through all kind of expense and stress, you just talk about that, Miss Cooper. Right? So the people them have to understand. But what I would say to you, I would do differently if I had a chance to talk to the government directly or the decision makers, is that if you free up the thing where people can go, which part them trust the people them. Meaning, if you can go your regular doctor, we take care of all of your baby mother them, your picnic them, your mother, your father, everybody, and you ask a question, and I'm saying to you, look here, I have the thing I can give. The thing say that free up the thing where people would feel more comfortable to say, yeah, man, I would have worked with that.
Them just start to that now, but them should have did that for a long time.
Well, hold on. When you read the names them, you know, I understand something, you know. I talk about community doctor. I not talk because you have the nicest place. I not diss nobody in the list, you know. I just say. You understand? If them say, boy, only the big restaurant them can have this or that, then you would have said as a little man, say, boy, bun and cheese budget me having, so I couldn't go up in the big China restaurant. So if you know, say you're a doctor, which party then are your district? Which party there are your lane up the road? Where have the place locked certain ways, medically matter. Where you say, all right, that are the man or the woman will explain to me why my period did I go away. Or when I did catch the little thing, I'm sugar, or I did have the heart attack, then check on me at the hospital, I do my surgery, I come out. That is where trust is. Medicine is based on trust.
Yeah.
And honor and integrity. So when the people them trust with sign up them passport and sign up them driver's license and sign up the little picnic them school form, sorry, not school fee, my banana scholarship. But within that, you have to say, well, that would be the biggest game changer. And Professor Figueroa is somebody who has supported this, that we have to do it from the grassroots, come up. not from the top down on this occasion.
But me think of the same thing the listener said though. The trust she talk about. Because she has said, why we never just come out, why the government not just come out and say, here we are going to Jamaica. Because you know Jamaican people don't like people take them for idiot, right? So here we are going to so now. You see the vaccine here? We know some of the side effect them and see the side effect them here where we know. Some of them we not too know. But here we are. This one does is a 6 to 1, half dozen of the other. If you take it, you might stand a chance. If you not take it and you get it, so and so, right? But you start out and people not trust you. So it's like anything you say, people are look to other place for your answer. So that's a problem.
Plenty of the medicine where people are take a whole heap of side effects, where they know about and where they don't know about, and then still I take it. So
But if you ask the doctor, then tell you a side effect, them do, Carolyn. And that's the thing. With this now, it's like a hide up thing.
Well, so two of you right, you understand? And one of the things when you have these sort of Jamaican language programs, we just talk, because you can't really pretty up the thing in Jamaican. In English, you can pretty it up. But in Jamaican, you can't really pretty it up certain ways. The truth of the matter is, and look, let me tell you, sir, me there in the politics too, but I'm going to the politics for change, not for the things that we see as problems. If only 30% of the country vote, because them not trust politicians and them not want in the politics business, then why are you going to make politicians talk to the people about vaccine? It must mean that them not going to trust. If them never trust you about the gully last week, them not going to trust you about the vaccine this week, So we need for getting all of Jamaica, private, public, rich, poor. I talk about places in Anato Bay. I talk about the big man them at Enfield. I talk about the people them in Castleton, Highgate, right around to Junction. You understand? Places that the people them rate the people and talk to them and say, look here, we'll work with you. Each one, teach one. From where you get a big man in a place, a big businessman or the JP or people that are respected, then the community are going to kind of come around that, don't it? Them not going to reject for them owner people from them community. So we have to go right down in the streets, because once a man sit down, every day in my office right now, once to sit down with the people. And look here, there's a thing where people talk as though it's only little fool people from way back a bush. Nah, take it. I talk about lawyer. I talk about big lecturer at university. I talk about big computer, this and own business, that they have questions and doubts. And you are correct. And this segment is not long enough for going to every doubt. But what I am saying to you is that if you trust, say, me not kill off myself or my family. If you trust, say, enough people in Jamaica get the thing, and we say, look here, the only way we are going to get football and dance keep again and round robin and things of those nature, we're going to have to deal with the vaccination, the joke or the jab or whatever you want to call it, quick, so man can make money. Because right now the thing locked down and it get very sticky. Yeah. It'll get tight, right? Because people hungry. And if you're hungry, get the vaccine so that the job can go and build for you and try to see the economy can go and run again. Because we know that people have questions. But I think that if the big man them in the government start free up the thing to little man like me and the little politicians them start moving at the community and start talk to the people from all angles, church angle. Look here, say football coach or country, a big man that.
Oh, yes.
If the coach tell the youth them, say this, he must say this. To save them life so that them can get scholarship to play wherever and get a chance to live up them family and so on and so forth. If the little mother can get her chance for open her bar or her little stall and thing and go and make a living with Christmas or come up, the only way the scientists, including myself, see where we can do that is that is only about 6 or 7% of the population. And we need about 70 or 80. In other words, only 1 or 2 out of 10, less than 1 out of 10 is vaccinated.
Yes.
And we need 8 out of 10. One football team fully vaccinated. Because really and truly, we don't want to force people. And I don't think it's unfortunate if we get there.
No.
People have a choice, but remember, say that you don't want to be the one that is left out and dead. You don't want dead and left nobody. Try live. And the vaccine is a great opportunity, a chance for you can live. So work with it.
Somebody asking what kind of plan that they get people take the vaccine? Because some people don't want to lose a day's pay to get vaccine. And them say, me know I'm a PNP. I don't know what that means.
Well, you know, let me tell you. The truth of the matter is that we have to, very often, when decisions are made from the top, come down. If you drive a Prada or one big van, you don't really think about patrol, you know. But when you don't have a job, I can tell you, a man feared $200 to go and come back at $400, and for him even drink one little cool juice and a little bun and cheese. At $600-700 that easy, call it $1,000. And not everybody have it. So if we want the country, the national effort, then we have to think of the national mindset. We have to think of the weakest among us and say, boy, if that little man can't make it, then the whole will drop out. So better we make sure so the little man can make it, and then we know so everybody from that now can cut and go through.
Get a vaccine and you give them $1,000 or something. You know, look at that big America, them have $1 million lottery to get people to take vaccine.
But right now, you know, Miss Cooper.
More than the money right now. Me think
right
people
now,
just trust.
Well, you're correct. Right now, there's a trust deficit and people are stand up. And if you know Jamaican people, well, you know, the more a man, you challenge a man, you know, at them time, him not going to move, you know.
I'm stubborn, yeah.
So the thing is that the people them have to understand, and on anybody else you spite, you know. So if you not take the vaccine, you not really spite me directly, you know, per se. Or yourself, you really a spite. So it don't make sense for all harden. I say, boy, I'm not do this because the boss want me, and if him thinks him can run my life, he might try to save your life. He might try to keep his business open so that the customer them can come spend their money and make you have a work and take care of your little bills, so on and so forth. So the question is not so much, boy, whether you should get vaccinated at this point. In my mind, I think the question is more like, oh, we're going to make it easier, convenient. You have people stand up outside a tax office and wait for stamp and picture. You know, just give them the job there, so too. If you're price smart or they want wholesale, and them say, boy, again, you know, the grassroots, if you're at Junction one Saturday, ever go down them place, Miss Cooper? Yeah, man, them place they're around, you know. So from you catch the people and which part them then instead of carry them, which part them don't want to go. That are the first thing. You have to build bridges. You can't leave the thing, so.
You see, from yourself, you catch them. This is part of them. Where people feel say you round them up like animal and you want to catch them. You see? So I know you never mean it.
No, man. No, man. Catch them. Remember, say catch and catch them. It's different to catch them, you know. If you don't want to catch them.
Same thing.
Yeah, the political response.
No, man. Jamaica, but the business is the same thing. You're going to catch them, tie them up and joke them. So this is part of it. I agree that there's an element of resistance. People don't want nobody force them to do nothing. But I cannot, me not understand how people don't want to do something where I'm going to save them life because people are telling them to do it. It don't make no sense. I don't understand the mentality where I say, they might tell them to do it, so I not do it, even though it's good for you. And I'm not,
well, I tell you something. I'll tell you something funny. You still have money in this country where say if you get shot with one girl, in other words, you get gonorrhea. Yeah. If you have sex with a virgin, it clear it up, which is why them trouble a little pick with them. You have people who still not wash them hands.
Yeah.
You have people who still not use condom, but them know about HIV. So that is what public health is about. And that is what the investment, spending money on the health before you need it. You can't spend money to fix up the house when hurricane are bad upon your house, you know. You have to do it before, not true.
Yeah,
so in the health thing, if we wait till every time some sickness come to it and say at them time they were going to convince people to take care of themselves, The problem is that we never do it before. Look how much fat woman and man walk up and down. A bungalow up in a taxi from when? And can't, eh?
What's about fat woman?
Me say, look how much of them they on the streets. And we tell people say certain food not good for them. We tell them say exercise is important for them and them still not here. So people just get bigger and bigger.
You can't mash. You mash that you know. You mash that.
And food alone make people fat. But anyway, that is true. That is very true. And Dr. Cooper and Dr. Alexis, we have to wrap up. Look on the time, I can't believe it. Time, Carolyn.
Can't believe it.
Almost 7 o'clock. Dr. Alexis, such a pleasure to have you. Glad to have a talk with you. Good to hear from you. And
we have to try to catch the people in the good way.
Well, so like
all right, we have to convince the people then. We have to convince the people them.
That
and
shows
like this are very
confess.
good.
No come and when they come, we just say, see ya, say the joke ya.
We want to give them where they are. And I just want a last plug. I'm sorry, just a last plug.
Yeah, man.
It's life-saving. Every day I sit down and sign death certificates for good people.
Yeah.
COVID has been hard on everyone, but it is even harder to lose someone you love and make the effort, not just for yourself, but at least one other person to ensure that they are protected. Don't leave anybody behind. Don't disrespect them. Listen to what they must say and try to show them the vibe. Say, tell me what you're going to do. If you catch it, and if they don't really have no clear answer, then say, come with me tomorrow or whenever I me take you down and make we deal with it. I don't force people, but I believe I can convince people and all of us. Nobody left nobody behind. We all need one another. No matter how you're rich, Miss Cooper, I can tell you, all the private plane them couldn't fly nobody out because from the oxygen level fall. In other words, you're too sick, you cannot get on a plane. So everybody in Jamaica have to deal with it.
Serious.
And the quicker we deal with it, the better. We have to help the government. It's a national effort. Jamaica first.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alexis. God bless you. Take care. Be safe out there. Dr. Cooper, I eat this, Big
no, man, we're not going to hear dust mask by me. So cool. We can't go over a little bit.
What did selector say? At 7 o'clock. Selector, what you say? You hear from the selector, Carolyn?
We'll go with dust mask, man. And in a month, we'll come back with more big things that go on. So on the lookout for it. Selector, we're going to get dust mask. All right, done.
Big things are going on. One program where broadcast Jamaican run right yes up on YouTube at the Jamaican Language Unit, JLU, up at UE. One broadcast Jamaican. So at the JLU, one broadcast Jamaican. The JLU set up for research, study, and promote the Jamaican language. So glad for having you.
Hold on, Miss Cooper. Hold on, before the selector, we can get a grade.
For you? No, man, you pass flying colors A+, man. You know for Baba and Weave.
Because you know what you say is only when me look vote, me can't talk like this.
No, man, you pick up with it. As you say, you warm up, and you dip on full speed, man. You dip on full speed.
10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10.
Yes, and then look here now, JLU, them from Broadcast Jamaica, them have the message, the COVID message, where then translate in a Jamaican, and then they try to get Ministry of Health to use them, and Ministry of Health now use them. Because then too tush. So if you go on Broadcast Jamaican on YouTube, you will listen to message them. That's what we need to do.
You can tell your patient them for listening.
No problem. Happy to support. Great work and congrats.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks for here. What good, Dr. Alexis. So
thank everybody. We not get no music for God, man. We just go dry. So Mr. Selector, man, give it like a dust mask, man.
Producer, have the people them for thank. That them say them are gonna do, Carolyn.
But them say that the tank can go run on the screen, so we don't have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody cause spas, put on the dust mask. Cause the coronavirus no friend no one. So me put on me socks and me gloves span. Wrap up myself like me a Taliban. Nobody cause spas, put on the dust mask. So we want every woman, every boy and girl. Get your lifestyle, get your alcohol. I see what's thing and I don't know. What you coughing? I'm serious like a judge, me not laughing. Nobody heshim when you're passing. Your hair is like super plus passing. So no better wash your hand more than previous. Corona shell the world like a peanut. Still in the name of the Lord I declare and decree. Go back where you come from, Valino. I play news of 2020. And supermarket shelf empty. The sanitizer, carbolic soup, toilet paper. Tell them that they both have plenty. Nobody cause spas, put on the dust mask. Cause the coronavirus no friend no one. So me put on me socks and me gloves span. I wrap up myself like me a Taliban. Nobody cause spas, put on the dust mask. So we want every woman, every boy and girl. Get your lifestyle, get your alcohol. I see what's thing and I don't know. We love dance all let me proud. Go a party, I mash it up, make it loud. Still as far as this corona thing I go on. Be a safe for coming out. Get your immune system in line. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, pine, beetroot, carrot, grapefruit, lime. And nobody see me down one like your blind.